Good afternoon. I'm Erica Sargent.
And I'm Brad Edward. Jim and Marie are off today. A wild scene at the Cook County Courthouse. Jussie Smollett enters 26 in Cal to learn his fate.
The sentencing still happening right now. It started earlier this afternoon, been going on for hours. From what we understand, they are on the last letter in support of Jussie Smollett. Let's listen in for a bit.
Mama Alfred, it is out of that bond that I make this appeal to you. Jussie was convicted of a Class 4 felony. I know it to be the least severe category of felonies in Illinois. I also have learned it is a well-established practice in your county, as well as around the country, to sentence Class 4 disorderly conduct cases to alternatives to incarceration.
So we've been listening in on what we believe is the last letter, and we're hearing that after this, the judge will likely ask Jussie Smollett himself if he has anything that he wants to say, and we'll be waiting on that. In the meantime, though, Brad?
Yeah, that will be the moment if he wants to say anything on his own behalf. Let's go to CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov. She's been there all day. Dana?
Yeah, Brad and Erica, you know, the court proceedings started more than 3 hours ago, but the sentencing phase of the proceedings started about a little over an hour ago, and it's not clear how much longer they'll go on, because in addition to wondering if Jussie Smollett will indeed speak on his own behalf, we are still waiting to hear exactly what the prosecution would recommend to the judge as well. Now, Jussie Smollett entered the courthouse a little after 1 o'clock this afternoon. He was surrounded by family, arm in arm with some family members, but he did not say a word. And then the proceedings began. As you mentioned, there were some speakers, and now currently they are reading letters in support of Jussie Smollett to the judge, all of those letters asking for leniency. But 4 people did speak on the former Empire actor's behalf, 4 in total, including his grandmother and his oldest brother.
For those who believe that Jussie is guilty once again and needs more punishment, I would also ask you to consider the gut-wrenching and stomach-turning punishment he has already experienced for the last 3 years. The TV show that he poured so much labor and commitment into making a success was ripped away from him even before he was criminally tried.
I will end by saying that Jussie is loved and respected by all who know him. And I ask you, the judge, not to send him to prison. If you do, send me along with him, okay?
Again, the whole purpose of these statements by family members and others is to ask for leniency and convince a judge not to send him to prison. What I just personally found interesting in a couple of the statements, both by his grandmother and by his older brother, there was more on talking about the circumstances surrounding the case and how he was portrayed, etc., and not as much, at least what I expected, of talking about his character and why he deserves not to go to prison and whatnot. It'll be interesting to see how the judge takes all of that into consideration. As I mentioned, 80 letters in all also submitted on his behalf. We're more than an hour in, and it's unclear, as I mentioned, exactly when this hearing will be completed, and the judge will indeed issue the sentencing, which could include prison time, but more likely probably probation and restitution. The city asking that prosecutors asking that Smollett pay back $130,000 in overtime investigative costs. Brad and Erica.
All right, Dana, thank you.
So for some perspective on the sentence, let's bring in CBS 2 legal analyst Irv Miller.
Irv, you've been with us watching all afternoon. So the whole hearing boils down to 2 opposing issues here.
Yes, it does. And you're hearing 2 sides of the same case. You're hearing mitigation, which is supposed to be saying nice things about the defendant, trying to talk the judge into seeing the nice side, the passionate side, the charitable side of Jussie Smollett, and then you're talking about other evidence coming in, talking about how he violated the law, how he, caused the Chicago Police Department hundreds, of dollars, over $130,000 in overtime, that he hasn't said he's sorry, and the judge is looking and he's got to balance one versus the other. And frankly, I totally agree with Dana as to what she said. I'm kind of shocked about what these last couple witnesses, his grandmother and his brother. This is not a time to talk about innocence at a sentencing hearing. It's time to talk about good deeds and what a nice guy he is. And I think the lawyers should have done a better job in deciding what their mitigation witnesses were going to say.
I think we were both surprised by that, sitting from our vantage point. Erica Irv, thank you. We will keep you on standby.
That's right. Well, now you can see all of our past reporting, including Charlie DeMar's investigations from the very beginning of this trial. Go to our CBS Chicago app. You can find it for free wherever you get your apps.